How do you keep your heart healthy? And why is it important to keep a healthy, well-functioning heart? I'm Heike Yates, creator of Pursue Your Spark and the Pursue Your Spark podcast. And today we're talking about heart health. The American Heart Health Month is February. Is always a good start to change old habits because the number one cause of death in the United States for women is developing heart disease. Number one is cancer, and number two is heart disease. And these conditions that are causing heart disease and a heart attack are preventable and also reversible by changing your lifestyle. If you are suffering from high cholesterol, being overweight, high blood pressure, you're at risk for heart disease. So let's dive into tip number one. Number one, and you see my shirt, is move your buttski, which stands in Heike's world for exercise. Exercise is in the sense that you do cardiovascular fitness, meaning that you raise your heart rate, that you're working out, not strength training, which is mostly what we talk about for women over 50, but to boost your metabolism, but to bring up your heart rate, to move your heart, to increase your pulse. That means that you should be starting to sweat a little bit, and you should be breathing heavier. You shouldn't be breathless, ideally, but you definitely have to struggle a little bit. Now, Pilates is a great way to improve your lung capacity, but it's not quite as cardiovascular like walking and running, biking, swimming, dancercise, Zumba, anything you can do. And you can even sit here in the chair where you can go, whoa, I'm dancing, I'm moving, I'm marching my legs. So that is all raising your blood pressure and bringing up your heart to function and beat faster and stronger as you keep going. Number two is nutrition, of course. One does not go without the other. A crappy diet will not help you with getting a better, healthier heart and reduce your weight, lower your cholesterol, your blood pressure. So think about diet is just as important, and our diets is loaded oftentimes with sugars and salt and all kinds of unhealthy things. So let's choose our food from healthy whole grains, non-processed at its best, some lean protein, healthy fats like lean protein like chicken, salmon, and if you're vegetarian, you have your beans, you have lentils, you have legumes, you know, healthy fats. Oils, olive oils, avocados, nuts, and seeds are super important. Then you're looking at a lot of vegetables, so not a lot of pasta or starchy carbohydrates, but they're still part of that healthy diet. But we're looking more into beans and greens and kale, cauliflower and broccoli, things like that, and a little bit of fruit. So adding this all together in a super healthy, balanced meal. Stay away from processed, packaged meals. Be careful with when you go shopping. Read the back, read the label so you actually know how much they added, the manufacturer, into processing or producing that food. So know your foods and eat healthy in conjunction with exercise. Also, watch your salt levels. When we're looking at processed foods, there's a lot of salt in it in all kinds of forms that you sometimes even can't pronounce. That's why I am a big advocate about buying healthy, eating healthy foods that are non-processed, that you may have to chop, that you may have to bake, you have to may saute, but you know what's in your food. So read again the fine print. And salt raises your blood pressure. Not a good situation for heart disease. So make sure that you know how much salt you're getting. For our family of two, I never add salt to the meals that I prepare. And my husband instantly takes the salt shaker and wants to squeeze the salt out. And I'm like, wait. Let's first test it and taste it. Then you can add a little bit of salt. And you'd be surprised how good and yummy food tastes when you don't add salt. Sometimes it needs a little bit, but overall, stay away from salt. And before we get to the bonus tip, check out the Spark Fitness membership at HeikeYates.com. If you're not sure Where to start with your exercises? I have low impact exercises for you for the woman over 50 with the one that has knee problems, back problems, and you don't want to jump, you don't want to do high intensity interval, you don't want to run. Plus, also strengthening exercises with the ball, Pilates, the band. There's something for everybody, but there are also heart healthy exercises that are low impact for you in the program. And finally, my bonus tip, and I was not sure if I should add that bonus tip or not, it is quitting smoking. Many of us, I used to smoke many moons ago, and I'm so glad I don't anymore. I'm not addicted to the nicotine. I don't feel like I smell like an ashtray anymore, and I feel so much better, and I breathe so much better. So if you're still smoking, find some help and stop smoking. But also, now we're talking about that sitting is the new smoking. We're in the middle of COVID, and we're sitting a lot more than we ever have as a society. So even though you could do chair aerobics, yeah, and say, okay, I'm raising my heart rate up, I'm getting healthier heart. This, I think, is for those people who are much older than us, who really can't stand up for a long time, have balance problems. So we're talking about our senior population where this is appropriate. But you can get up for the most part, that you can say, I'm getting my buttski moving and I'm getting out of this chair and I'm going to do some exercise. So may it be, think of maybe replacing the quit smoking with getting your buttski moving out of the chair, and look at it from this way. So think about that. February is always a good month to check in. Are you getting enough exercise? Are you eating well? Are you quitting smoking or getting your buttski out of the chair more often than not? Because these conditions, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and developing heart disease, are preventable and also reversible. Not for all people, because our DNA does play a role, but give it a try and keep going the whole year to keep your heart healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.